Okay, you better. Look. Go. Go. Look at you go. Okay, you bubbling. Look. Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just see the bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even me that I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. This is TJ Logan to return it. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
No. Inside. Hey, watch it. Watch quick. No.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
3 down. That's fine, yeah. Zoom. Jumbo! Over. Gun.
Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That's fine.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Check 50. That's fine, yeah. Check.
First carry for James Conner. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. 58. Hey, 88. Yeah, Liz.
On second down, here's Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Crash. Hot. Let's go. Come on. Boy, I know you felt that one. Zoom. Jumbo! I'm gonna run you over. Yeah, Liz. Watch the ship.
Now Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 11. Here's Goff. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
4 down, 4 down. Value 3. Check.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. It's the Dolphins that have grabbed the early lead over the Jets. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Strong right.
They go play action here on 1st down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down. Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
He may try and run for this. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
319! 319!
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out.
14.
And they'll go on the ground. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Let's go, D.
Tight, double tight. Double tight. 17. 17. 17. Harbaugh.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play that time for the Rams. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Super.
Gone. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
14. Louis. Go.
Just beating the play clock is gone. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are in for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hold. Shift.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Let's go, come on. Hey, check 26. 318.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Tight right. Oh, out there. Check the outs. No. 319. Hey, check. 3 down.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
319. Hey, where y'all going? Ready? Over. Gun. 5, zoom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
11. Tiger.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, Gurley. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
I got it. 14.
Now it's gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here we go. It's Garland. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Tiger.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, 12. Let's go.
Play action. It's gone. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now gone. Fighting through pressure. Now he'll escape to his right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They start with a give to counter. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
12.
Goff on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Round. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Goff now to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Inside. Yeah, Liz. No. Green 18. Green 19 to Nana.
Rodgers to throw on second down. That's caught by Howard. First target, first catch, and a first down.
All right.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
We are going. Hey, watch 12. No. Green 19. You're trash. Blue 59.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Gun. Kelly. Strong left. Kelly. Five's the mic. Defense.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Starting left here.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Goff now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Obama.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Goff now looking to throw. He's got a man, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
What? 180. 14.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
All right. Come on now. Go. Hard ball.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Go. Two. Super.
47. Check.
12.
Goff now looks to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. The Jets have now moved out in front of the Dolphins. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
All right.
Goff now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
5. 12. Now,
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
12. Hard ball.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Off in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Maverick. DC.
Here's Goff. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Shell.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Obama.
Again they run with Gurley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
58.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
58.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's airing it out for Williams. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Hey, check 26. Jumbo. Ho. You got tight right there.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Over. 319. Switch.
And they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
On play action, Rodgers steps away to his left. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers get a score closer. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket and wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score.
We are going. It's going to be a long day. No. Off. Scat 300. Scat 300. Check 99.
On play action. Now Rodgers on the move to his left. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On second down, here's Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Go!
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know the preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first down, Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Switch.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's airing it out for Williams. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You got three down. No. 319. Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26. I got it. Gun.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
We're good.
Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
DC. 11. Hey, lift.
Throwing now, Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He's back to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. They'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. throw. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game. Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now it's gone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Starting left here.
Gone. Past the 20. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
Tiny's on the Ringo. Tiny's on the Ringo. Everyone's got 4.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. The Jets have scored again. They're really opening it up now. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Inside. Yeah, Liz. Get 300. Get 300.
First throw of overtime for Rodgers. He's going to air one out. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now Goff with his first throw in OT. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Gurley. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Let's go, 12. Let's go. Watch 10. Come on. Watch 10.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. The play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Twos. Let's go.
Goff on 3rd down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. Space to run past the 20. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Rams, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.